Right, well, after last week's gloomy episode, I was bad though, to be fair. I don't want to have too many of them. But so, yeah, this week, talk about chalk and cheese. Wow, totally different. Yeah, just really positive this week. Just feel really good. I think I've put to bed the issues I had, relationship issues, finally. I'm sick of banging on about them. I think I've found some peace with it. I've you know what I mean, I think I've still got feelings for her. Yeah, I can't turn that off, can I? But I can't change her, I can't change what she's thinking. But what I can change is me and how I'm thinking, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but I think just having that in my head as much as I can will help. And then, interestingly enough, I'm going to call her the ex-wife, even though, like I said, we weren't married. Yeah, so that's been good, which kind of obviously messaged her about going for a coffee, but then Mother's Day was in between and stuff like that, so we actually ended up going for a coffee on Wednesday because her Hoover broke, weirdly enough, so she just messaged me and said, was there any chance she could borrow me Hoover? So of course I obliged, and I also said bring hers down. I did offer to take mine to her, but she actually said she'd come and pick mine up, and did I fancy going for a coffee? So that's what we did, and it was really nice. There's a little cafe across the road from me, which is absolutely magnificent. Lovely coffee, lovely cake, and we just went over there and we ended up talking for about an hour, and it was just really nice. It was mainly me telling her about obviously what I'm going through at the moment, and she didn't realise it was that bad, to be honest. And I said, well, it wasn't great when we was together, was it? And she was like, no, not really. But I think obviously the last 2 years I've gone particularly bad, and obviously I wasn't with her during that period, so, but although it was the reason why we did split up, or that's wrong, it wasn't the reason we split up, it was the cause. The reasons were varied, but the cause of them reasons was my drinking. So yeah, so it was nice to catch up. I did ask her how she was feeling at the end. It wasn't all about me, so we did have a bit of a chat about her. I am terrible at that. I've always been terrible at telling everyone about me and what's happening with me, and not even bothering asking how they are, and that is a massive defect. Oh, postman's let me pass, how nice, give him a little wave, thank you. Yeah, massive defect of mine, so I tried to make sure I did that, and I did. So we had a bit of chat of what was going on with her, which again was nice. And then yeah, so as she left, I just said, oh, you owe me a coffee now. And she just said, yeah, I'll see you Sunday then. So that's what we did. We met for a coffee on Sunday morning, and yeah, we went for a walk through the woods up to the next town along, where there's a little cafe. Unfortunately, when we got to the cafe, the coffee machine was broke, so we had to settle for iced coffee. And the reason we had iced coffee is because the coffee had already been frozen for the iced coffees, apparently. So anyway, so that was good, and a nice cinnamon bun. And she was weirdly fascinated that I liked a cinnamon bun, but I don't know why. But anyway, it was delicious. And again, yeah, we just chatted away, and it was just nice. It was wholesome. And again, I know I said this about the ex-girlfriend, but I'm not thinking this is leading anywhere. It's just pure friendship and just nice. I don't think she's seeing anybody seriously anyway. So it was just nice for both of us, I guess, just to get out and have a bit of a chat. and a bit of fresh air and a bit of a walk, to be honest, and it was really nice. I had stuff on in the afternoon, so unfortunately I had to say goodbye, and then I just messaged her later on and just said, again, it's lovely to have a catch up, some fresh air, a bit of a walk and that, and I just said, please let me know if you fancy doing it again sometime, and she just said sounds good, and then we just had a bit more of a text back and forward during the day, nothing heavy, so it was just really nice. Well, I think when I get to my step work on that particular section, she's going to be a big part of that, I think, because I have got a lot of regret and made a lot of mistakes in that relationship, which I should obviously say sorry for. I have said sorry to her this weekend, but I need to be a bit more in depth than just lip service sorry. But yeah, so I've actually also been making conscious efforts to share in meetings. So up until Sunday I shared Thursday's meeting, Friday's meeting and Saturday's meeting, and quite significantly as well, with some story experience from my life, not just oh yeah, I can relate to that story and this, that and the other. I actually went into a bit of depth, which is good. That's because I'm getting more relaxed in the meetings, I'm getting more relaxed with the people that are in there, and in turn, the more I share my stuff with, they will feel more relaxed with me. And I have seen that, you know, before meetings and after meetings. I'm not saying anyone's frosty, they're not, but they are a bit more forthcoming to you know, exchange and stuff because you're sharing your deepest, darkest as well. So that's been really good, and I think again that's because I'm getting stuff off my chest and out of it, which is what the whole program's designed to do. It's just, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of filtering. Oh, thank you. Thanks for letting me pass, but I am just going to pop down here as far as I can go. There's the train now. I probably won't get past the traffic island anyway. And I'm not going to go the other side of it because that is highly illegal, all you moped riders out there. So yeah, so it's been really nice. It's been a nice week. I have trying to think what else I've done. It's just been dead good. All the meetings have been great. Well, Friday night's meeting, the main chair was really powerful, and I mean really powerful. Yeah, it kind of puts a lot of stuff in perspective when you hear a chair, which is another alcoholic sharing their strengths, hope and weaknesses basically, and they're only supposed to share between 20 and 25 minutes. Sometimes they go over, sometimes they're less. It just depends what they want to get out and how brutally honest they get and stuff, and obviously they can't fit the full life story in there, so a lot of it's just a section or a brief overview, and then you kind of try and relate and focus on the similarities and then share back with them. And yeah, I had no trouble on Friday sharing back some similarities, and yeah, it was just fantastic. It's kind of, yeah, real resonation and powerful, like I said. And then, but they've all been great meetings this week. Like I said, Thursday meeting, the meditation was nice, nice sharing that as well, which was good. So yeah, so it's just been a general good week. I've been buzzing. Met some friends Sunday afternoon. They've come down from Manchester, so I've spent a bit of time with them, so that was nice. So yeah, I had some really nice feedback from them. Basically, they were saying how different I was and how chilled I'd become, because last time I saw them I was Mr. Angry about nothing, and again that's all drink related and where it takes me, because the drink actually stopped doing what I started drinking for, to block things out. It had stopped doing that for me, so I was having to do more of other things as well. So it's just, yeah, it's just chaos. But he actually told me a story about when he came down and we went to watch City v Brighton, and I was driving, weirdly enough, and I know we was drinking because we was drinking before we left and we was drinking in the stadium. But he said about my road rage, and I kind of remember it but don't remember it. I remember him like saying what you doing, why are you so angry at everybody, and the bit I don't remember is the next bit he said, which was I then turned on him and basically said, you don't know what you're talking about, I'm not angry, it's just road rage, it's just, you know what I mean, it's their fault. And again, they're alcoholic traits, they are, you know what I mean, it's not me, it's them. It's not me that's the problem, it's the alcohol that's the problem. Well, of course it's not the alcohol, is it? The alcohol's not jumping in your mouth. But it was nice to see that obviously I'm 6 weeks now and they've noticed a massive change, and physically, he said, you look great. You know what I mean, just like bags under your eyes are going, and just generally look good, which was good to hear. A real like boost to my self-esteem. So that was good. So that rounded off the week nicely, and that was yesterday, to be honest. So yeah, it was good. A really good end to a positive week. Saw my daughter a few times again. I've not mentioned my daughter for 2 videos, I think. She'll think I've fallen out with her. But no, so she's been golden. I actually popped into work to see her as well, so I think I've seen her 3 times last week. So again, would never have done that before. And it was good. And then people, like I say, after I've shared, people came up to me after meetings and said, oh, it was great to hear you share. It was fantastic, because, you know what I mean, I don't normally share. But again, that's not just me, that's quite normal for people not sharing. Some people don't share for 6 months. Some people, you just share when you're ready to share, because it's a very personal thing, sharing, and you've got to be ready. One thing that is quite annoying with sharing, while I'm listening and I'm thinking about what other people are saying, everything's in my head what I want to get out, and then as soon as I go, right, my mind just goes completely blank. So I spoke to my sponsor about it, and he said, yeah, same as. He said, so a lot of the time, if you start talking, things will just naturally come out, and that's the thing that is good to be getting out anyway. So I just mentioned I might get myself a little pocket notepad and just bullet point some stuff throughout the meeting that I might want to share at the end. And he said, yeah, good idea. Well, and I haven't just dreamt that up, I have seen a few people doing that. So he said, yeah, try that then. So I'm gonna purchase one of them and try that, and then hopefully that will allow me to be a bit more coherent in my sharing, I guess. Not that my sharing is not coherent, but I think I don't always get out what I initially had in my head. Oh, well, I initially had in my head I would get out. And also, just like that instance there, if that instance would have happened, I'd have gone ballistic at that. You know what I mean? The driver's not seen me, as he's just pulled out, but I would have still gone off my head. I would have just completely just lost my plot there. So again, my road rage, I'm not saying it's perfect, far from it, and I'm not saying it ever will be, but it is a lot better. I am a lot calmer, which is good. Yeah. So anyway, 6 weeks now, buzzing, 42 days I think that is in total. So absolutely amazing. I feel amazing. Like I say, I think last week I was just emotionally drained and a bit mentally and physically as well. And I think, like I said, just a bad week, and it was all my own doing as well. And I probably could have, if I'd have found my sponsor on that Tuesday, the rest of the week would have probably been okay, but I just didn't. And yeah, like I said, last week I learned a lesson from that, and I actually found him a couple of times this week. More, not really because I was feeling bad, but I just thought I'm just going to connect. Just ask him how his day was as well, really. And that makes me feel good, knowing that I can do that. So yeah, again, back to how it's been really from a mindset. So yeah, positive, onwards and upwards, and I'll see you on the next one.